Hello, welcome to Infinite Prattle. This is the last episode of this Infinite Prattle renamed season 4. And on this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about viral videos and viral sensations and that sort of stuff that occurs nowadays. And how does it happen? Stick with me for that. You're listening to Infinite Prattle with your host, Stephen. Thanks for joining me for unscripted, unedited, everything. Welcome to Infinite Prattle. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're not, welcome as well, I suppose. I don't suppose. I do welcome everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time to download my podcast and listen to it. It's much appreciated. Today's episode. I'd firstly like to apologise. I'm feeling a bit rough today. My hay fever's gone balmy. I have a dicky tummy from a meal at yesterday, which I probably shouldn't have eaten. I ordered some food from a restaurant and it came out a bit cold than it should. We were eating outside. It took a while to get the food. I won't name and shame the restaurant. It's somewhere local that we've never been before. And I ate it, and I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, it's not looking good. Not too much information. And this is the last episode of the season. This season saw the podcast get renamed to Infinite Prattle, and it's gone quick again. It's gone quick. I hope you've enjoyed the episodes I've been putting out. As always, feedback to me, and let me know what you want to hear. If you're happy with what I'm doing, then thanks. If you're not, then tell me. I'm always intrigued and welcome feedback and constructive criticism, let's say. Anyway, viral videos and viral things. Probably not the sort of stuff that's happening in my gut right now. Noise. They've been a thing for a while, haven't they? Pretty much since like the internet kind of took off and probably more so since like YouTube and people have camera phones and they can just upload stuff and basically produce their own materials. We get these things called viral videos, and basically, if you don't know, they're just things that just take off and trend and become shared or copied and become sometimes like part of our language. Like, I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but there's things that just become like coined phrases. It's like the Harlem Shake, I suppose. I don't know if that was a thing before. The Harlem Shake kind of like went viral and everyone was copying on it, but everyone knows what that is now, or the majority of people that were around when that took off. But that's the sort of thing I'm on about, And there's the biggest one at the moment as I'm recording this, the biggest like meme and memes are a thing as well, aren't they? They're slightly different to like a viral thing, but memes are like a thing that kind of go hand in hand, and they can be viral and people alter them for different situations. You get like a still frame picture and people just slow them slightly differently. But yeah. Oh, you have to excuse me. My nose is so blocked and I'm struggling to breathe. So bad. I'm wrecked. I've turned 40. I sneezed yesterday and I've pulled a stomach muscle. My stomach is absolutely killing me every time I blow my nose or cough or sneeze. It's bad times. I feel very old today. Old and overweight, and I need to do something about that. I can't do anything about the age thing, obviously, but I can do stuff about my weight. So he says eating 2 cakes yesterday. Anyway, enough about me and my sadness and just yes. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? I've just completely lost it. Yeah, so the current one at the moment is kind of a meme, but it's kind of gone viral as well. It was a video. I think it was on TikTok, and it's Hawk Tour. Hawk. Blah. I can't do it. That's not even how it goes. Google it if you're of an age. If you're this is marked for as like adult content. So if you're younger and you listen to this podcast, don't. It may pop up more questions than answers. But that's something that's gone viral at the moment. It's everywhere, and people are remixing it into songs and on their social medias. And social media is a big component in this because everyone has kind of that want for a big following. And I suppose the question I'm kind of like putting out there today is, after 5 minutes of talking, is going viral a good thing? Like, does it help? Does it? I mean, people have made a lot of money from it, but it's a lot all in one go. Because the girl that's done that Hawk tour. Basically, what that is if you haven't seen it, you don't want to Google it. Basically, some guy was like interviewing people on the street, and he asks basically question about question these two girls, and one of them answers, and I think it's about the bedroom antics. Let's say, putting in a nice British kind of um clean kind of version. He basically asks about like bedroom antics, and she basically says, "Oh yeah, you've got a hawk to her and spit on that thing," and it just went mental. I think it had like 40 million views on that guy's TikTok, which is insane. And yeah, she's now making money out of it. She's selling signatures and signed caps and T-shirts, and if you can, if you've got that fame, and I'm sure she'll be interviewed by TV companies and stuff and such things. But it does kind of beg the question of like. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, I think, isn't it? Like to get famous from like an offhand comment. Yeah, it's bizarre. But she's making money, and like, good on her. If you can cash in on it, I suppose that's good. Sorry, I just snorted. I think. Well, that didn't come out. If any of my snuffles come out, I apologise. Oh, I've got no tissue near me. Oh no, I do. Hang on. You may hear me blow my nose. I'm not editing it, so I can't be bothered. And I don't edit anyway. That's if you're listening to this show, I don't do that. I'm gonna blow my nose, and I'm gonna take a swig of Pepsi Max. Not a sponsor yet. Delicious. Apologies for that. It's Pepsi Max time. Refreshing. Just for you, Michael. My brother-in-law is a Coke man. Coca-Cola. I do not favour. I favour Pepsi. We've been over this. Yeah. So she's become kind of famous, and it'll blow up and it'll go away, and that's what these viral things do. Memes do the same thing. Memes are slightly different though, because they do come back again in different guises. People put different words on them, but like, yeah, she'll make some money out of it, and good on her. From a moment of like just kind of almost saying what she wanted in that particular moment, she's probably gonna make, I don't know how much money, like probably a little bit. Like, how many people would buy a hat that says Hawk Tour on 2024? I don't know. Yeah, there's been loads of viral things over the years, and I listed a few that I can remember before I started recording, because I was thinking, can I actually remember any? And the Harlem Shake is one I had actually forgotten before I started recording. And didn't write it down, and I remembered obviously while I started talking, it came out to me. But the ice bucket challenge thing, I think it was for ALS, the is it motor neurons disease. But that went viral and it was for a good cause. I don't think anyone kind of got famous out of it really, but it went viral as in everyone was copying it, and that's sometimes what a viral thing is as well. Sometimes something goes viral and it's of an individual, and then sometimes something goes viral, people are copying it, and it becomes like a kind of thing to do. And I think since like TikTok and Instagram, especially like Instagram stories and stuff like that, and reels and all that come in, especially TikTok as well, like that kind of almost templates it for you to take part in them things. Like you can copy it and put your own thing on it, and like duel with someone. That side, I don't know. I'm old. I don't know the terms. That you can do that side by side thing where you can sing along with someone and all that. So yeah, the bottle flip thing where people just record themselves flipping bottles, bunkers. What was that tortilla slap thing as well? Filling your mouth with water, then slapping each other with tortilla, and trying not to laugh. Bonkers. one that I actually quite enjoyed that I wanted to try. Actually, I want to try at some point, and that was the try to drink a whole bottle of like fizzy pop or soda, as the Americans would call it, all in once. Like I think it was like the Sprite challenge at first, but people just then went on to like kind of using anything fizzy. But the idea was like you're trying to drink a whole bottle of Sprite without like stopping or taking too many gaps and not burping. You just had to drink the whole thing and not burp. And yeah, I think the child, the child in me, really likes seeing someone just burp ridiculously loudly out of control. I don't know, but yeah, that was something that went viral for quite a while, and I still see them on the internet, and they still please me. I don't care. Wedding videos as well. There was loads of wedding videos and entrances and reception videos and stuff like that that went viral. I remember seeing one someone recreated. I think it was maybe the one that started it, maybe, and someone had like pretty much recreated Dirty Dancing at the wedding reception, and it was really good. Like, I mean, there's disaster ones as well. I mean, you get the fails out of these as well, don't you? Because you get the people go and do the viral thing, and it goes viral, and then you get people copying it, and then people successfully copy, but then you get people that fail at copying. Then that becomes a whole viral video of someone failing to do the thing that went viral. It's a bit meta, isn't it? And then you've got TikTok dances in general, just people dancing and copying dances and just dancing and dancing and dancing to the same song and choreography. Uh, that seems to have stopped me now on TikTok. Um, TikTok's one of them social medias for me that I don't really like. I have it, but I don't use it as much as I do. And I have an account for this podcast on there. I hardly ever upload to it anymore. Sorry if you're on TikTok and that's how you got notified. And I need to upload more to it because I think I got quite a lot of engagement through TikTok as well. But I don't know. I just Instagram's always been the one for me. I've always when Instagram came out, it was all about taking pictures and obviously videos and stuff were added, and then reels and stories and stuff. But I liked the pureness of Instagram. It was just like, here's a picture, here's what I'm doing, here's my life in photographs. I kind of liked that concept. But they've all kind of merged together now, and they with different features like YouTube own Facebook own Instagram, and you can share between the platforms. But you can do the same thing on each one, and you can kind of do the same thing on TikTok, and you can kind of do the same thing on X. I'm not gonna say formerly Twitter because it annoys me. I kind of just did though, didn't I? So it annoys me. And Threads now as well, because Threads is a thing, which is like the Instagram TikTok, Instagram X. Um, what was I saying? I'm sorry. I just feel so rough. Well, I wasn't gonna delay this episode. I wanted to get it out. I needed to get out today. I let you down last week and didn't get out in time. Yeah, I've never done a TikTok dance though. I've never uploaded anything like that to TikTok. It's always been like just pictures and videos and stuff what I'm doing and just promos really. But yeah, getting back to it. Focus, Stephen. Focus. So, if you did become viral, I mean, what would that mean to you? Like, how's that managed? It kind of mind boggles me a little bit that people have this career on like Instagram and YouTube, um, and that they have like millions of people supporting them, and maybe on Patreon and stuff, and kind of look at some rough figures of what people could like maybe get like from that, and like some people are getting like 30, 40, $50,000 or pounds a week from subscribers. And people on YouTube like the same. I think that's changed a little bit. It's not as lucrative, I think, for YouTubers. That's why patrons become quite a big popular thing for them. Upload themselves privately and have private subscribers. Yeah, I mean, you look on some YouTube videos. There's some ones I watch, and at the end of the videos, they thank all their Patreon levels and stuff like that. And sometimes they add at the start of the video, like the main supporters, which may, by the way, be supporting like 50, 60, 70, $100 a month, which is a substantial like part of your paycheck to do that. So when you go viral, I suppose you've got a choice, haven't you? You've got a choice of, excuse me. Oh God, that so hurts. I have to go to the doctors. Um, yeah, I suppose you got a choice of two. Um, whether ride the wave and just take it as it is, and maybe make some money out of it when you can, or maybe shy away from it. You don't want that. You don't want that fame, because I suppose not all viral videos are kind of positive. They may be something may go viral because you fell over or damaged yourself or said something really stupid. Um, and I suppose you have that choice of, like, if people kind of warm to you and people are saying, "Oh my god, I wish they made another video," or "Wish they did this," or "Please do this," or have you got the option of then, maybe trying to make it a career and actually saying, "No, you know what, I'm going to actually try and make another video and going to try and replicate this success." Because at one point, like, because I suppose if you suddenly make $100,000, I don't know if that's even realistic. Like, you could quit your job and you wouldn't have to maybe work for a couple of years. Excuse me, I'm just wiping my nose again. Ugh. I should call this like the snot episode. I'm sorry. Uh, um, hay fever is terrible. It's awful. I think I might have a virus on top of that as well. And I say things are going south. They need to mention. Yeah. So I don't know what I would do if I released, like I say, a podcast episode that went viral. What would I do? Like I because that would maybe encourage people to listen to some other episodes, and that would boost all my listens, and be a bit scary though, because, like, I'm sure, like, everyone would be messaging you, everyone would be like tagging you in things, and I feel like your phone would melt down. I feel like your account would melt down. Would like Instagram, or my host of my podcast, Buzzsprout, would they contact me and say, "Oh my god, you're blowing up on the internet. Here's what to do." Does that happen? I don't know. Like, I'm sure. I'm sure people are approached by, like, agencies, etc. To they want to get on the action, help you ride the wave. I'm not sure I would want that personally. Like, I kind of like the idea of, like, building this podcast up from the ground up, and, like, just gaining momentum and slowly building an audience and slowly building, like, a base of fans, I would call them in inverted commas, and listeners, and then just growing it slowly. I think to just go straight into that fame. I mean, I'm not saying like that could happen. I'm not saying that could happen, but if it did happen, I'd like it to be more of a gradual, like, I get an uplift over, like, several months, so I can, like, kind of ease myself into it and go, "Oh my god, like, this is taking off," or prepare myself, rather than just say, like, putting a post on and then within 24 hours having like 40 million likes and, like, my face being everywhere. Because, I mean, at the moment, that Hawk tour, you can't literally go on anything without someone reposting it or remixing it or write a song about it, or it being on, like, it's on news stations and everything. It's insane, really, isn't it? That something like that would. And I suppose another big question is, well, what would you do with that fame? And then the other big question is, what makes that viral video? Is there a formula that people can follow? Because, like, how is that even a thing? Like, he said something like that people probably say to each other in random conversations and, just offhand, flippant comments. And it is, yes, amusing. But why in that situation at that time was that such an eye-catching, ear-catching moment for people that they were like, "Oh my god, this is hilarious. We must share and share and share and share and copy and copy and copy and remix and write songs about it." And I know they're riding kind of off the back of that kind of thing. Like, for whatever reason, that's had 40 million downloads or whatever it is. They then strike while than iron's heart, and they put content out there. So when people search for it, they get a content match. Get that, but what makes it viral in the first place? And I suppose if anyone has worked that out or could work it out, then we'd probably know about it because they'd be really famous. Um, I think one person that I think sticks out that has kind of made a career from it, and I'll kind of wrap it up in a moment. Is what's his name now? I did find it. I don't know how you say his name actually. I followed him for a while. Is Khaby 00. Um, and he's the guy. He's a black guy that reacts to things, and he'll watch a video and then he'll react to it by, like, putting his arms out and looking shocked as if say, why didn't you get that? So you'll see, I don't know, someone trying to get out of a car, because they've left the keys on the sidewalk and they can't get out of the car, and they smash the window and climb out the window, and then he'll be in a car and show that his keys are on the sidewalk, and he'll just unlock the door from the inside and get out, and then he'll just look at the door and like point his hands at it. And his videos are hilarious because he's only pointing out the really obvious like stupidity that's on the internet, really, or just general stupidity, and whether the videos that he kind of mimics and reacts to are set up or not, his reaction and his like his form just makes it funny. He's like physical comedy because he doesn't speak, he just reacts and then does the thing correctly. And he's got massive fame from that. I don't know what nationality he is actually. I thought he was Italian. I think I'm sure he was Italian. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. For some reason, I feel like he's Italian. He's had massive sponsorship deals, and he's actually in the new Bad Boys. He's got his first film role. He's in the new Bad Boys 4. Pretty much doing what he does on his viral videos. I think if you search for the Bad Boys, whatever their Instagram, it might be the film company, Sony Pictures, I think it is. And this isn't like an affiliation link or anything. I'm just saying. They've actually got a clip of him, kind of like congratulating him on his first film role. It's quite funny. He's just doing what he got famous for, but he very much embraced it. He was doing videos on the internet, went viral, and yeah, I'm sure he's a very rich guy now. Congratulations to him. But yeah, what's your thoughts on viral videos? We've got so used to these occurrences in our lives, like it seems to be like every other week there's like a new viral thing going on. And how do you feel about that? You know, is it stifling people's minds? Is it reducing IQs? Because I sometimes feel like social media and stuff is pretty dumbed down. I don't know. Is it just me being old again? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about how would you react if you put some content in there? Would you be happy that it went viral? Would you want it taken down? Would you want the peace and quiet? Would you try and make money out of it? Would you try and make a career out of it? I suppose it depends what sort of video it is and what your disposition is in the first place. Interesting, isn't it, to think about? It is. And we're always looking for what the next viral sensation is going to be, or the next person that's going to show us that door. And well, I don't say we're searching for it. I don't, but it's kind of a wonderment as to what the next one is going to be. And also the head scratcher is like, why has that gone viral? I do think that to myself quite a lot, especially sometimes to the extent they do go viral. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now because I'm just chunnering as normal. And I need to go and blow my nose again. And I don't want to do it down the microphone again to you. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for tuning in to season 4. If you've missed any of the episodes, please go back and have a listen. Go back to listen to series 1 to 3, which is under the guise of Steven Speak, which is now the name of my production company, which I'm trying to start. Hence the name change. If you didn't know, then now you do. Yes, speaking of subscriptions, you can subscribe to my podcast and give me a small little donation to help me power my way through and help absorb some of the cost of, setting up and paying for things. And I have to pay to upload stuff. It sucks. I'd like it to be free, but unfortunately it isn't. I'm going to take a little break between this series and series 5. There may be a little bonus episode coming, so look out for that. I'll post whenever I put that up. I don't know when the new series is going to start, unfortunately, yet. I've not really thought that far ahead. Possibly in August, maybe a bit before, maybe mid-August. I'm not sure. I want a little bit of a break. I want to try and go away, rework some stuff, smooth some stuff out, streamline some stuff, come back with season 5, and have kind of more of a direction with the podcast and more of a plan. And I want to make it the best it can be for you guys. So I will keep posting random stuff. Interact with me. Let me know what you want to hear in season 5. And until then, I will speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks for listening to Infinite Prattle with your host, Stephen. Follow me on social networks @Infinite Prattle. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.